VDI.
VDI.
That's not a question. So VDI, you know, it's one of these things where, you know, we've talked about it for many years. It hasn't necessarily been this giant boon, you know, here in North America, you know, where there are certainly people deploying it, but it seems that you guys have continued to do well, you know, and add headcount, even though, I don't know, the VDI world hasn't grown as much as you have. So, you know, why do you think that is?
Well, I smiled when you said VDI because I once had a CIO say to me that he believed VDI stood for a very dumb idea. And, you know, the use cases have grown. Video is now becoming more prevalent. The use of link, jabber, graphics, the target moves so quickly today. You know, when VDI first hit the market, we still had a lot of companies that had distributed architectures. So they had servers at every location. There were some applications where that was okay, if task workers, things of that nature were open to VDI. What's been great for that industry is people started to pull all that infrastructure back and centralize it. With a centralized infrastructure, now with bandwidth being, you know, not as expensive and overly available, the use of VDI continues to be a great topic. People want to support work from home. People want to be able to manage those devices on and off their network. Contractors, mergers and acquisitions, which is happening every day all around us. How do we continue to help that business continue and take cost out of it?
So you think, I mean, what are the challenges that you think the traditional customer has encountered when they try a VDI deployment?
Unfortunately, I've seen a lot of VDI deployments go bad without proper planning. So somebody might get 100 or 200 desktops deployed, and the work wasn't done up front, and all of a sudden they're out of server storage. Or there's a belief sometimes that somebody needs a specific image for finance, somebody needs a specific image for HR, somebody needs a specific image for sales. Now we got image sprawl. So it becomes more of an education up front. So if you're working with a partner that is not fulfillment more relevant in that space, that can help you with the testing, help you with the planning, and really whiteboard out that growth, it becomes much easier to deploy. And you can deploy that in phases and not have those issues that traditionally have come. And then having the forward-thinking discussions as best we can. Because if we're not asking today, somebody, you know, in the next 24 to 48 months, are you considering using Jabber? And if you are, is it just for chat, or do you think you might go to video? Because people still believe if you buy a thin client, it should last you 6, 7, 8 years. That's not untrue in most cases if we try to future-proof the decision as much as possible.
Interesting. That is quite a long time. But is that the only way to get sort of the ROI out of things?
You know, I always say people don't necessarily virtualize desktops to save money. Now, if you, in the last 18 months, if a company has addressed their storage, they've upgraded some network, there isn't going to be an exorbitant amount of infrastructure cost. You are going to see some savings because a cost of a thin client is far less than that of a PC. And the fact that it's going to last a lot longer. Now, we're not managing PCs, antivirus, we're not managing patches, Windows. It becomes so much easier. So there is some hard dollar savings, there's a lot of soft dollar savings. It just continues. Think about people that are doing 3D rendering, graphics artists, CAD CAM. They're spending $4,000, $6,000, $8,000, $10,000 for some of these PCs. Now with the advent of virtual GPUs, where they take all that graphic processing and put it on a server level, we don't need those machines anymore to sit out there that might do 3D rendering once or twice a week. You know, we have the ability to do that on thin clients now. So $15,000 for a PC versus $400 to $600 for a thin client, that's some pretty good savings.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that segment on VDI. It's here, it's real, and happening. So make sure to check out our other videos on the channel and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.